Hey mi gente, it's Julian Steve. You already know my name, but if you're new here, hey! Today we're going to be talking about Afro-Latino representation, good and bad, and probably a few more topics in between, as usual. Enjoy. The way I'm going to organize this video is I'm going to try to start off with releases from 2021 with Afro-Latino characters, but it depends because I do not know every type of material with Afro-Latino representation. I only know the major ones and a few, small ones too. That's how we're going to do this. And I do want to make sure I say this right now. I'm not going to be talking about In the Heights. I think I talked about this atrocity of a film quite enough on this channel. So if you want to learn more about In the Heights, I highly suggest you watch my previous videos about the film because I really do not want to talk about that film no more. I have, I think, 4 videos talking about In the Heights. So you could see my perspectives on that in these videos. I highly suggest you watch them. Okay, now we're going to start with the representation thus far with Afro-Latino characters. First, we start off with Encanto.
Mirabel! Delivery! I gave you the special since you're the only Madrigal kid with no gift. I call it the not special since...
As you all know, or if you have not heard of Encanto, Encanto is a kids movie that came out in 2021. I feel like this movie is good. And of course, we're going to talk a bit about the representation part. I do want to read the 4 main Afro-Latino characters in this film. Mauro Castillo as Felix Madrigal, Rovi Cabat Cañeres as Antonio Madrigal, Renzi Felix as Camino Madrigal, Adasa as Dolores Madrigal. Out of 4 of the characters, Rovi is not Afro-Latino, but he is portraying an Afro-Latino character, so he is representing Afro-Latinos in a way. To me, this film is not bad. I really do like Encanto. Of course, there are people who have criticisms of the film, especially the representation of the Afro-Latino characters within the film. I get it to some degree because the film is not based on them. It's based on the whole family, but mostly the main character, which is Maribel. I think I probably gave her name wrong, but I think I'm right. The main character, she's the main character of the movie, and then of course her main family members, which includes her mom, her dad, her grandmother, her sisters. They the main people that are like the face of the film, which makes sense. But at the same time, their cousins and their aunt's husband shouldn't be treated as a secondary characters within the film. So I do get why people have their criticisms about that. And of course, me with this interracial thing going on, I get it because like people, specifically mixed race Afro-Latinos, could relate to that, but I cannot relate to that because I come from a family where everybody is black. So I do wish there was a bit of representation, just a bit of Afro-Latino characters with two black parents, or a brief showing of Phoenix's parents, because obviously they're both black. So it would be nice to see Phoenix's family as well. But I do think the representation of Encanto is not bad, but it could be better. Yes, but it's not bad. West Side Story came out in 2021, and the only Afro-Latina character in the film is Aria DeBose.
If you go with him, no one will ever forgive you.
Aria DeBose portrays Anita, and while Anita has problematic things within the storyline, I do have to admit Aria DeBose did a great job portraying Anita, and which, by the way, this won her numerous awards, which includes the Golden Globe. It also includes the Oscar and additional awards. And I'm happy for her because she became the first Afro-Latina and queer woman to win this specific award at the Oscars. I do know, due to the graphic nature of her character being sexually assaulted and raped, I get, or allegedly, because I'm not sure, I just know for what I read from Wikipedia about the film, allegedly was raped in the film. And I get it. People felt like this was too misleading and that it shouldn't have been that way for Aria DeBose to be portraying a character with such a negative storyline, especially as an Afro-Latina. It is a fictional play. It's not like it's real, and if it was real, it would be very sad. But yeah. To me, the representation is not bad. Of course, I have my own critiques about the film, which is, by the way, I made a whole video about that. If you want to watch it. I talk about my critiques about the film, specifically on the representation of Afro-Latinos, but I think Aria DeBose did a good job. Insecure came out in 2016 and ended in 2021. And the show has two Afro-Latinos portraying, well, one is portraying an Afro-Latino character. I'm not sure about the other one. One of their names is Neon Noel and Soranas Jackson. I hope I'm saying his name right. Neon Noel portrayed Daniel King on this show. And I don't know much about Insecure. I mean, of course I know about the show, but I never watched an episode before. But I do know that he is a Afro-Panamanian man, and I do not think his portrayal was an Afro-Latino based character. I do know Soralis Jackson's character is supposed to be an Afro-Latino character, but I'm not sure how his portrayal went within the film. I just know about it, and he was portraying this character from seasons 2, 3, and 5. People believe that Issa Rae did a great job alongside with the scripting and of course directing, but also the fact that she included different types of black people that are different by ethnicity. It's very cool of Issa to do that, and of course try to intertwine it with her script. But I can't really say much, so I'm gonna say I guess it's good representation, but of course I'm gonna always talk a bit more towards the ending of the video. The Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power.
Must decide who we shall be.
Portrayed by Ismani Cruz Cordovar, If I say his name incorrectly, I'm so sorry. I'm going to call him by Kodorov. I believe he did a great job portraying this character. The character's name is Arader. I think I'm saying it right. There was controversy behind him portraying this specific character because apparently the character was white and people were mad that him alongside numerous other characters became diverse, and they started to make petitions and started to complain about that there shouldn't be black people portraying these type of characters. Guevara is mixed race. He's a mixed race Afro-Latino, so I don't see why these people are complaining to some degree. We all know why they complain, because he's half black, but also he's a minority as well. So it's ridiculous. I don't understand these people, but I think he did a great job, and he does seem like he's happy for getting this role and how he be representing it and showing out and talking about it on social media. He's really, really happy for this opportunity. So Zoe Saldana made a comeback. Yeah, she made a comeback into our TV screens. As of now, Zoe Saldana has been a part of the Adam Project, Amsterdam, and From Scratch. She's also going to be a part of the new Avatar movie that's supposed to come out in 2022. And if you have not been on this channel for a while, I have mixed feelings on Zoe Saldana due to things that she has done in the past. One of them being her portraying Nina Simone in the movie Nina. I'm sorry, I'm never going to forget that. I already know some of y'all are tired of me bringing this up, but I'm never going to forget that. That was an atrocity of her to be portraying Nina Simone. Like, are you stupid? The Adam Project, I'm not sure if her character was specifically Afro-Latina based. We all know Zoe Saldana is an Afro-Latina, so I'm just saying that. And then also Amsterdam, I'm not sure as well, and I'm not sure about From Scratch. I want to say it's good representation, but the person who's acting is not a good person, in my opinion. The bonus for Afro-Latino representation in Latin media. Wow. The show is called Amas de Mujer, and the show came out in 2022. It came out recently, I think September, and it was on Peacock, and I believe it's also going to be on HBO Max.
Nos tenemos que cuidar entre todas.
Esto es demasiado para nosotras.
Sebas lo dijo clarito.
And one of the characters is Afro-Latina. Her name is Jameen Osorio as Esmeen. And if you do not know, she happened to portray Seiya in Seiya Cruz, the show. And it was a great show, by the way. I ended up watching it on Netflix. Yeah, it's a good show. Of course, a few people have their criticisms of Jameen portraying Seiya Cruz. I think it was fine for her to portray her, especially because both Seiya and Jameen are mixed race Afro-Latinas. But people got their own opinions. So I do not know much about this show as well. As you guys all can see, I hardly watch TV. But also, most of these shows, I just happen to not be able to watch them, or because we all know how this works. The point is, I think this is good representation. I think so. I'm not sure. But it's so surprising that they finally have an Afro-Latina on the TV screen, especially in a major TV show from Latin American media. I'm happy for her. And I wish I could watch the show, man. I don't even have Peacock no HBO Max. Due to timing, I'm going to make the concluding statements portion of this video be based on colorism and racism within media, because I hope you all notice that there's a pattern with the representation of Afro-Latinos. I know you guys can see it. They have a specific type of Afro-Latino. Someone who's light-skinned, mixed race, and of course, looser textured hair. All I have to say is I do wish brown to darker skinned Afro-Latinos are represented, especially us with 2 black parents. We deserve to be represented as well in the media, and I've been talking about this numerous times on my channel, so this shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. I've been advocating for this for years at this point, since I started this channel back in 2020, and I'm going to continue because we need to see a change and we need to see it now. But I'm thankful with people like Victoria Azul for making an effort to try to relaunch her channel and to make this change.org or post, which by the way, you should sign it. I'm going to leave it in the description for better representation on Univision and Telemundo for Afro-Latinos, especially us Afro-Latinos who are brown to darker skin. As you all could see, mixed race Afro-Latinos are quote unquote the preferred black representation of Afro-Latinos. There shouldn't be only specific types of people. And then one more thing before we go to the outro. One more thing before we go to the outro. I cannot believe that a few people are trying to say I have a similar complexion to Gina Torres and some of these other mixed race Afro-Latinos. Like, are you crazy? We are not the same complexion. Do not act dumb and try to be funny in the comments and try to put your racism out there, because this person wasn't even black. No, mixed with black. So watch yourself, because I'm not the one. But also, that's very corny. How dare you try to minimize what I'm going through, and what other black people with 2 black parents who happen to be brown to darker skin are going through when it comes to the lack of representation in the media of us, proper representation by the way, in all aspects within the industry. I had similar stupid comments before, but I think this was the first one that someone directed it towards me, saying, oh, we just say complexion, or, you know, me comparing my complexion to Gina Torres or these other mixed race Afro-Latinos. I'm telling you, these people. To the outro. Thank you so much if you made it this far in this video. I appreciate you. Be sure to like this video. Please comment. Also, be sure to follow me on my social medias. Please and thank you. And I'm going to try to do something with my Instagram account soon, so stay tuned to that. I don't know what I'm going to do, but I want to try to tie in my channel with my Instagram account now. We see how that goes, because I'm busy with work. And by the way, if you're curious, be sure to check out the community tab, because I've talked about similar, not even similar, more like a few things about the channel moving forwards. Please check out the community tab to get a better insight on what's up next with the channel, or any feedback you want to give me, or etc. I'm not trying to spoil it, just check it out. I seriously hope that representation for Afro-Latinos and all black people get better and better and better and better. I really do, and I have hope. Of course, it's going to take some time, but that is totally fine. That's why I'm here, and that's why there are other black YouTubers and mixed with black YouTubers talking about these discussions on the internet and in person. We want to make a change, and we want to see all of us represented properly, not just a specific type of black person or mixed with black person. Okay. Thank you, and